If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 15 of the Newcastle United Career Mode series here on FIFA 16. We are very close to the January transfer window. We'll be heading into that window in the next episode. So if you have any transfer suggestions for me, let me know in the comment section down below right now. I will be going into a little bit more depth with regards to my plans for the transfer window in tomorrow's episode as we push into the window after the game against Leeds. But today we've got Leicester in the quarterfinal to the Capital One Cup and Derby. I may wait until tomorrow to play Cardiff and Leeds and then head into, because I was hoping there was going to be a game on the 2nd. In fact, there will be a game on the 2nd. It will be an FA Cup game, so it doesn't matter. I'll play 3 games today, and then tomorrow we'll play Leeds, and the first FA Cup game we'll be involved in, which should be on Saturday the 2nd. So we'll be into the window, but not so far in that we miss out on enough time to make some transfers. So today, 3 games, one of which being rather important. Quarterfinal of the Capital One Cup against Premier League opposition. Got full strength first team available due to the way we rotated the squad in the previous episode. So fingers crossed we can have a good game. We have been in dodgy-ish form recently, so we're not sure how well this game will go. We had a good game though against Tottenham in the previous round, so I'm hoping for a replica of that in this game against, again, Premier League opposition. But full strength first team. Let's see what we can do. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. And let's go. The side Leicester have gone with Ron Robert Zieler in goal, Danny Simpson, Lucas Hernandez, was it Moise Morgan? It was Jeffrey Schlupp, Albrighton, Kante, Mendy, Mahrez, Okazaki and Musa. Obviously Kante's move went through after I started this save, so Kante unfortunately is still at Leicester and not at Chelsea. But a couple of other signings that are at Leicester, like Musa and Ron Robert Zieler. Mahrez heavily linked with a move to Arsenal right now in real life too, so we'll have to wait and see how everybody does, but I would very much like to get through to the semi-finals of the Capital One Cup. Janmaat. I don't really know where to go here. Janmaat into Tovan. Could try and get it inside, but I don't really feel comfortable enough in playing it off to someone that's in enough space to do anything with it. But here's Ayoze Perez into Henri Saive, past the defender. Saive! Oh, so close to 1-0. Off the inside the post and practically across the line almost. And he couldn't get to the rebound. Quickly try and catch him out with that ball through there. Ayoze Perez might get back to Moussa Sissoko here. Still trying to find ourselves a goal here. Ayoze Perez get the spin in. He has done, but Hernandez defends it very well. Heavy touch by Jeffrey Schlupp. But I can't get close enough because he's too fast to get a second opportunity. Wow. Very close from Saive to making it 1-0 Newcastle. Flick that on. Well done, Ayoze Perez. And Tovan did make a good run, but Jeffrey Schlupp is very quick. So we'll go inside to Ayoze Perez. Poke it around the corner to Moussa Sissoko. Look for Gini Wijnaldum, whose time at the club is numbered now because... Oh, Steeler, what a save! We will be selling or looking to sell Gini Wijnaldum, obviously, as we mentioned in the previous episode, in the January transfer window due to his move to Liverpool in real life. But that was a stunning save. I was certain that was going to end up in the back of the net. Ron Robert Zieler punches that clear as well. Haidara brings that down, but Okazaki has the strength to get it off him. And unfortunately, despite 2 really good efforts, we still haven't scored in this game. Janmaat up to Tovan. To Ayoze Perez, back to Saive. We'll look for Tovan again. He's in behind Jeffrey Schlupp here. Schlupp very quick though, but we use his pace against him there as he can't change direction quickly enough. Look for Vernon Anita. Just try the snapshot. It's well blocked, but it drops to Daryl Janmaat, who's still going here. Daryl Janmaat into Ayoze Perez, into the back of the net. 1-0 Newcastle on the half-hour mark. Slightly fortunate with the way that the ball ended up back at Daryl Janmaat's feet, and the way Ayoze Perez took that shot was particularly weird as well. But we'll take it. Just look at the way he spins on it, Ayoze Perez. Really strange shot, but we'll take it. 1-0 Newcastle. Kante up to Okazaki. Out wide to Danny Simpson. Into Riyad Mahrez. Oh, he's turned me there nicely, and Danny Simpson could get a good ball in, which he's done well. Musa will bring it down. Which way is he going to go? He's very quick here, Musa. He's got past 2 defenders, and it's only a stunning save from Tim Krul that stops him from scoring there. He completely did me with that little move. And he's gotten himself inside the box really well. Corner to come in from Riyad Mahrez. Delivery inbound. And there it goes. And up goes Albrighton. That's looping in. Tim Krul has to pick it out from underneath the bar. Janmaat through the gap. Vernon Anita will go backwards. Yeah, Matt. We'll go quickly to Vernon Anita, quickly to Ayoze Perez. Poke that through. Gini Wijnaldum had a good opportunity in the first half, and Ron Robert Zieler has denied him for a second time in this game. I'm going to pull this back to Ayoze Perez on the edge of the box, though, and hopefully good first touch. Yes, and the shot. Not quite as good. Perez. Let's go sideways here to Sissoko. Hopefully just use his strength to shield the ball away from the onrushing attackers. And Vernon Anita, we use a bit of pace here. Vernon Anita, very high balance and agility. He's gone down. We've got a penalty. I think he'd already been tackled by Luis Hernandez or by someone, tried to shoot and then got wiped out at a second attempt. I thought the foul came not there, but there from Wes Morgan. But clearly, Luis Hernandez did take him down, and it's going to be a pen. Now, Wijnaldum's tried a couple of times to beat Ron Robert Zieler and hasn't been able to. I'm going to give Vernon Anita the penalty because he did well to win it. That balance and agility really paying off. And Vernon Anita will score to make it Newcastle 2, Leicester 0 in the 72nd minute. We're looking like we're going to be going through to the Capital One Cup semi-finals, which of course is over 2 legs, not just the one. Oh, he's pretty quick. Michael Brighton will try a Berber spin. That's beaten him well. Still going here, Tovan. Will look to pull it back. It's Saive! It's well held by Ron Robert Zieler, and the animation almost took him over the line. Musa. Not the obvious pass. I'd have gone the other way personally, but they've worked the ball nicely. It's a big ping looking for Riyad Mahrez. He wins the header against Daryl Janmaat and gets it back into Mendy. Mendy wide. Really good move by Leicester, but they needed a better finish on the end of it. 3 minutes left, and they are still 2-0 down. Shower to Michael Brighton. Oh, nicely into... Wow. I don't quite know how he hasn't scored there, to be honest. That was like right in front of the keeper, and all he had to do was put it anywhere but right at the keeper, and that surely was going to be 2-1 and give Leicester the chance to get themselves back in the game. As it is, it's still 2-0, and I've got a funny feeling the final whistle will come at the end of this move, but it may end with a goal still. No, again, putting it straight at Tim Krul. Dwight Gale could bring this down, but Mendy recovers well. There is the final whistle. It's going to be a 2-0 win for Newcastle United. We're through to the semi-finals of the Capital One Cup. We brush off Tottenham, we brush off Leicester. 2 Barclays Premier League opposition teams beaten now on this cup run. And it was a very even game, actually. They had a couple of really good chances, most notably those ones at the end. But Ipswich 2, West Brom 2, Stoke 2, Watford 1 in the other half of the draw. West Brom win on pens. Chelsea and Southampton still to play. So we could face Stoke, West Brom, Chelsea or Southampton in the semi-finals. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with regards to those games. But for now, let's push on and play Derby. Anita down the line towards Matt Ritchie. Got Martin Olsen, not Martin Olsen, it's Marcus Olsen with me, but Ritchie somehow breaks past that challenge and turns inside and will look to play it across. And Ayoze Perez, gets very lucky with the finish, but we are going to take a 1-0 lead after 15 minutes. We should know how to pick apart this Derby side after spending 18 months there in my player, but I'm not quite sure how I was able to turn inside there and get past the defender. Ritchie's not the strongest, and the defender seems initially to have turned with me, but decided not to try and put a tackle in. Very lucky with the finish, though. Bounces over the keeper's legs and into the bottom corner. But never mind, that's how things go sometimes. 1-0 Newcastle United. Ooh, well up, and Bemba. Really good header. We'll get this out to Gini Wijnaldum. Could go back to Musa Sissoko via John Joe Shelvey. Good move. Sissoko turns inside. Sissoko for 2. It's Johnny Russell on a nice run. Oh, into Darren Bent, who's just come on the pitch. Bent puts it past the post, and that is half-time. Kamara had to go off injured. They brought on Darren Bent and he's immediately had an opportunity. You would have expected a better finish from him there, though. It has to be said. But as we go in at the break, we are still 1-0 in front. Rico Henry goes to Gini Wijnaldum. Perez has come to feet, which is a very good move. And Ritchie will look to poke it back round. Ayoze Perez, good save by Scott Carson. Again, though, really easy finish. Ayoze Perez gets his 2nd of the game, his 11th of the championship season. And that is probably going to be 3 points to us. Nice link-up play. Good initial save by Scott Carson. He's just unlucky that it's shot straight back to the Spaniard. Never mind. 2-0 in front. Matt Ritchie will stand this cross up. It's Rolando Aarons that could be underneath it, but it's headed away safely by a defender. We'll try and get something from the throw instead. Where do we go? Let's go to Musa Sissoko. Henry to Shelvey. Shelvey with space. Shelvey with a strike. Carson with a save. Another corner. Real spell of pressure here, trying to put the game beyond any reasonable doubt with a 3rd goal. Well, he's back to John Joe Shelvey. Decent first touch. The shot on target. Oh, again, out Carson with a good save, and oh, very close from Ayoze Perez, looking for a hat-trick. Don't tell me that took another deflection, it didn't. They were just high-fiving for no apparent reason. Still 2-0 with 20 minutes to go. Albentosa on a run forward from centre-back. You can see from the mini-map just how many bodies they've committed forward here. If they lose possession, they'll be in trouble. But they might score if they can get the right ball through. But no, Chesnoid is going to come away with this. And, okay, I stretched there for the ball, and Chesnoid is injured. He's calling to come off. I've made all 3 substitutions now, though, so if he does have to come off, we will be down to 10 men for the final 5 minutes. I was trying to send through Mitrovic at the other end. We may end up conceding defensively here. Chris Baird into Butterfield. Butterfield dinks it in. It's dropped kindly to Ben, and Ben's found Baird, and we have ended up conceding. Chris Baird makes it 2-1 with 3 minutes to go. Rico Henry couldn't cope with the strength of him. Got caught out of position, and it's a really lucky ball the way it's deflected to Ben, but we got lucky with our second goal, so perhaps it's a little bit of karma. Never mind, 2-1, at least we're still in front though, and there's not much time left for Derby to get anything else out of it. Bent, nice turn, no, into Bryson, Bryson! Oh, there's the chance to win it, or not win it, there's the chance to equalise, sorry, in the last minutes, but he's put it wide of the post. Mitrovic should win this header and has done brilliantly. Oh, Rolando Aarons couldn't quite get that under control, otherwise we might have been in at the other end. Never mind, 2-1 the final score. 3 points to go towards our title campaign, and I believe that is halfway through the season now. That was our 23rd game of the league year. Aston Villa and Norwich both win, so the gap at the top won't change, but it is still 8 points from Villa, 9 from Norwich, and, well, 15 from Brighton. So it's a long way. It's a long way. We're definitely getting promoted this year. And the next game and final game of the episode is against Cardiff, who we played recently earlier on in the season. Has the FA Cup been drawn yet? It hasn't. We've got Chelsea, though, in the semi-finals of the Capital One Cup. And that will be interesting. Changed my starting lineup a little bit for this game. You can see the snow in the background is pretty heavy. Got Rolando Aarons, Dwight Gale starting up top with Chesnoid midfield, and Jamal Lascelles, Jesus Gomez and Sells the goalkeeper also all start. So a bit of a rotation side. This is being played on Boxing Day, 26th of December. We've also got a game against Leeds on the 28th in 2 days' time, hence the rotation of squad. So we'll find out after this game probably who will be facing in the FA Cup the first week of January. So hoping for another set of 3 points here in the league, if we could possibly get it. Flick that on. Well done, Dwight Gale. Very nicely put into the path of Moussa Sissoko, who can play this round the corner, looking for Tovan, who's in behind Malone here, and he's away from him too. I don't know what the defender next to me was doing, and oh, Tovan off the outside of the post. So close to a 1-0 lead in the opening few moments, but sadly, his shot, despite being very well placed, wasn't well placed enough. We've got a corner. The snow is still falling heavily, but Tovan will stand the ball up. The keeper's come, he's got there, he's punched it, and Haidara's going to have his work out here against Kravitz to actually outmuscle him. We might be in trouble here, although there aren't many Cardiff players bursting forward, but Kravitz has played a nice little 1-2 with a man in the middle. And he's got around the outside of Jesus Gomez, and he's crossed it in towards the man in the middle, and, well, good leap away by Sells. How's that for a counter-attack? There was only 2 of them in an attacking position in the entire half at the beginning of the move, and between them, they were still able to work a decent opportunity. Tovan to Jesus Gomez. We go inside, actually, to Moussa Sissoko. Dwight Gale's made a good run off the man in the middle. Where's Rolando Aarons going to go? Presumably on the outside of me, so we'll let him run and draw some defenders away. And we'll play in Chesnoid instead. Chesnoid only scores bangers, but that one deflects off the defender, but he's come back to him. Let's give it to Moussa Sissoko. Can Moussa Sissoko... Oh! God, can Moussa Sissoko score a banger? He very nearly did. There's a lot of S's in that. Moussa Sissoko score a banger, but never mind. Corner. Tovan whips it in. Up goes someone in the middle. I think it was actually a defender that got the final touch. We'll pull that back. It's Henri Saive. Oh, well committed by Gunnarsson to the challenge. Gunnarsson. Heavy touch by Gunongbe, but it's actually got him clean through here, and he's scored. Wow, that touch just took it past all of the defenders and set him well away. I don't know whether it was the conditions that made that touch be the way it was, but if that was intentional, that's absolute genius. Couldn't catch him. 1-0 Cardiff. Gamis, Anita. Nice run. Chesnoid across to Moussa Sissoko. Do we go out wide? Go on then, we'll give it to Dwight Gale. Please keep that in. Dwight Gale's done well. Stand the cross up. Oh, it's deflected though. I just can't get any stroke of luck in front of goal in this game. I am not playing well in the snow. Tovan trying desperately to try and get it off Anthony Pilkington, but it's just not working. It's just not working. Nothing I do comes off in this one. But they've given it straight to Chekhtiote. Gets it to Ayoze Perez. To Moussa Sissoko looking for Gale. Gale in the box. Dwight Gale! Oh, over the bar. Probably the best chance I've had all game. And it still wasn't that good a chance, but we couldn't get it on target. Good header. Perez. Sissoko, nice turn. Looking for Gale. I'm going to have to go back inside. Sissoko on his feet again. Sissoko could go for the banger. Moussa Sissoko scores a screamer. We are level against Cardiff. I do not deserve that goal. We should be losing this game. I've been terrible throughout the entirety of this snowy 86 minutes so far. But Moussa Sissoko comes up with a piece of genius to give... Oh, what a hit. What a hit. That is exactly what we needed. Exactly when we needed it. 1-1. Stunner from Moussa Sissoko. Look at the bend on it. The movement to beat the keeper. We might be getting a point here. Chekhtiote to Sissoko. Through the gap to Ayoze Perez. Don't tell me we're going to score. Oh, that's a free kick. In a wonderful position to perhaps... Don't send him. It's a yellow. To perhaps get a win from a game that we don't even deserve a point from. Sissoko can take a decent free kick. We've got anyone else that's any better? Not really. Moussa... Oh, do we give it to Ayoze Perez? No. Moussa Sissoko. He scored a belter. Can he score a free kick to win us the game? It's over the ball. It's over the bar. No. Here goes the final whistle. A point from my worst game of the season performance-wise. I didn't deserve anything from that, but we've somehow managed to come away with a share of the points. Norwich and Aston Villa. Norwich beat Reading 2-1. Villa haven't played. So Norwich will close the gap slightly on us. And Aston Villa had already played, apparently. So the gap is now just 6 points to Aston Villa and 7 to Norwich. This season still isn't done. We are in a commanding position, but there's still a long way to go. So who knows what will happen, especially if we get more snowy games and I play that badly in the snow again. Everybody's growing quite well though. Dominic Iorfa up from 71 to 72. So what we might do tomorrow, I'll have a look and see if actually the FA Cup game's been drawn yet. If it has, then we will know what's going on with tomorrow's episode. Oh no, that's the wrong month. Yes, we've got Everton on the 3rd. All right, well, tomorrow then, we'll play Leeds, we'll play Everton on the 3rd, and we will address what's happening in the transfer window. But for now, that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to ensure you don't miss out on tomorrow's transfer window episode, and of course, any further content that comes out on the channel. But for now, I'll see you later.